The meaning of difficulties and obstacles in your life. Please email me. My email's in the description. Let me know how I can help you. Let me know how I can help you control your mind, and I will make a video topic on it. I really want to know what it is that you're additionally dealing with on a day-to-day basis, and I'll cover it on this channel. You know what this channel is all about: self-control, being able to control your mind to create your desires. So with that being said, I'm jumping right into this one. I acknowledge that you might be dealing with some serious life issues right now. Whatever it is that you're going through, keep going. You can do it. And I want to give you a new perspective today. It's not your fault that you might be looking at your situations as sort of out of your control, because the truth is you're in more control than you think. You might not believe that now, but you're about to believe it here in a second. And it all starts with your mindset. And I don't want to sound cliche at all, but it really does revolve around your mindset. Truly, it like literally does. I told you to get used to this diagram. You're going to see it a lot in my videos. You want to be here, but you're currently in this current situation that you don't like. You're in this agitated state, and you want to get to the spot where, and whatever it is, it's only unique to you. But I'm here to help you bridge this gap. And you already know what it is. To bridge this gap, it's all about your mindset, self-control, and controlling your mind, essentially. So just to dive into a little deeper of what I'm trying to demonstrate today in this presentation, it's that everything in this life happens for your benefit, good or bad. Trust me, good or bad, believe it or not, everything in life happens for your benefit. There's always something good to take out of every situation that you are dealing with. There's a piece of wisdom and a lesson that you can learn in every single situation. And let me tell you something as well. Obstacles will only continue to come until you understand the meaning and wisdom behind them, right? Your perception is key. Your perception is key. And I'm going to demonstrate it here in this diagram. So let's say this is me and you. I'm the person on the top, and this is you right here. Let's say we're doing one activity. It could be any activity. It could be work. It can be anything, right? And I have a certain perspective on it, and you have a certain perspective on it. At the end of the day, our perspectives is what's going to determine the outcome of whatever activity that we're doing, right? So if I have a positive perspective on this activity while you have a negative perspective on this activity, who do you think is honestly going to have a better outcome when it comes to this activity? More than likely, it's going to be me with the positive attitude. And the thing is, you would feel like, oh, it's this activity that's making you feel negative. But the truth is, it's your perspective of this activity that is creating the negativity of the activity. Because I'm feeling all right. I have a good perspective on this. I'm sending good thoughts to this activity. That's why the odds are in my favor when it comes to a favorable outcome. And so this is very interesting because the chances are you've been going the majority of your life with a negative perspective on everything that you're doing. And that's the reason why life seems to be so stagnant for you, and you don't seem to get what you want whenever you do things, because you're always thinking with fear. You're always thinking on the negative aspects of activities that you're involved in. And remember, in my videos, I'm telling you it's all about your mind and being able to control it and how you feel on the inside, because how you feel on the inside is more than likely going to determine what happens on the outside. It's not what's on the outside. It's not this activity that is forming your perspective. And that's why I say it's been on you from the jump. It's been on you since day one to have new perspectives that you want, perspectives that are in alignment with who you want to be, your desired situation. So a lot of people don't understand this, believe it or not, and chances are you probably really didn't either, but I really want to give you this visual representation to show you that the way that you perceive things is how it's going to happen. We honestly live in a more observatory world than you think. And so once you change your perception, I'm telling you, things start to happen that you don't think is going to happen. Because I used to think just like you, more than likely, very negative with the things that I've involved myself with. And it just never seemed to go my way. But once I started to change my perspective in life with everybody that I encounter, everything that I do, then I feel a lot better about myself. And is the reason why the activities always come out a lot more positive these days for me than negative. So this is really going to help you on your path of self-control. And I'm here to tell you this as well. I know you're separated from the majority of society. I know that this information that you're stumbling across is information that you can't really talk with people that are close to you. And I understand that. And that's the reason why I know you resonate with what I'm saying so much. And I know you're different from 90% of people. You're trying to be more responsible. You're trying to be more accountable. You're seeking wisdom. You're coachable. You're fearless. I'm sure you're getting mature now, and you're a lot more conscious than the average individual. And because the truth is 90% of people, even myself, I used to be in this category. I used to have a victim mentality. I used to not want to be accountable. I used to look for other people to save me. I used to feel like I couldn't be able to help myself. And I used to always complain, but how? And it goes back to our perspectives here. Look at the perspective. This 90% is this versus you. Two different perspectives. The 90% perspective, of course, they're not going to get the outcomes that they really want. And that's the reason why a lot of people in life aren't happy with themselves, because they're just not in alignment with who their desired situation. It's really that simple. They don't have a grasp over their mind, their character, but you do, more than the average person. And that's the reason why you're a lot different and people don't understand you, because they're not on your path. They're not self-aware. You understand? And so one thing I want you to look out for as well is that things do happen once you want to change your life. Once you decide to change your life, you're going to be tested without a doubt. You have to prove to the Most High God that you are worthy of going from your current situation to your desired situation. And how do you not expect to go through change, difficulties, and obstacles? It's what has to happen to ensure that you align yourself with the vibration of who it is that you're trying to become, so that you'll be able to stay there, because you can't get to a certain level if you're not vibrating on that level. And if you get there without vibrating on that level or putting yourself in alignment, you're going to fall there in due time. And so, many people feel their life is falling apart. You probably feel like your life is falling apart once you decide to change your life and you have all these difficulties and obstacles coming, but this is part of the transformation process. This is only going to make you a stronger individual and contributor to yourself, And the thing is, the more you push past these barriers and obstacles, whatever they are, only on your path, the stronger you're going to become. Remember, it's all about perspective on these difficulties and obstacles in this case. So when they keep coming your way, you have to put yourself in alignment. You have to understand that this is what comes with the territory of changing. That's what comes with trying to become a better version of yourself. And you have to push back and push through these barriers, because like I said, the more you push past them, you're going to become stronger. The more you push past these obstacles, the closer you are to your desires, because you need to be in alignment. So think about this like a progress bar. Every time you see a difficult situation come into your life, a difficult obstacle into your life, once you push past it and you change it from a negative situation and you transmute the energy into a positive situation, think about getting 1% better on that progress bar. You are getting closer and closer to your goals, to your character, to who it is that you want to be. And God is going to bless you, because he sees that you are a strong individual and that you are willing to do what it takes to get to where it is that you want to be. And that's the difference. That's what sets you apart from a lot of other people, because once these obstacles and difficulties hit 90% of people in this world, they have a victim mentality and they don't want to take accountability. And that's the reason why it's harder for them to progress compared to you. So it's all about your perspective. You get what you focus on. Careful what you wish for, because you just might get it. That is a very true saying. So everything in life happens for your benefit. And once you understand that, and once you say that to yourself, whenever you come across hardship, there's something that happens in your situation that it ends up becoming favorable to you, or you're going to be blessed in some other way just because you transmuted that negative energy into positive energy. You get what you give. And so every action causes an equal and opposite reaction. So if you're thinking negative, you have that perspective that's negative on this activity, that's what you're going to get in return, a negative outcome. But if you have a good perspective, a positive perspective on whatever activity it is, obstacle or difficulty, guess what? It's going to come back to you in a positive way. This is Emmy with the Continence Club. Mekus, I'll see you on the other side. Keep going.